There's something that I came to understand that changed everything for me. The power that I used to think was outside of me was never outside of me. And the moment I saw that clearly, everything in my life started to shift. Not dramatically, quietly, but permanently. Most of us were taught the same thing. Look outside yourself for answers. The church, the leaders. Look to authority. Look to systems. Look to something higher, separate from you. Ask, wait, hope to receive. And over time, you stop trusting your own voice. You start believing that what you've been looking for isn't within you. But what if that's not true? Here's a shift that changed everything for me. Power isn't something that's taken from you. It's something you're conditioned to give away. Every time you second guess yourself, ask for permission, look outside instead of within, you reinforce the pattern, not because you're weak, because you were taught to. Most people don't realize this. They don't trust themselves because they were trained not to. Think about it. How many times were you told you're wrong? Too emotional, too sensitive. Over time, you learn to override your own knowing. And that's where the disconnect begins. And this is where it gets even more important. Not everything you feel is intuition. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's memory. And sometimes it's a pattern your body recognizes. Real intuition is different. It's calm. It's clear. It doesn't rush you. So part of taking your power back is learning the difference. Taking your power back doesn't look the way people think. It's not loud. It's not aggressive. It's subtle. You stop asking for permission. You stop over-explaining. You stop chasing clarity because you already feel it. And that's the moment things begin to shift. When you reconnect to yourself, you start moving differently. You see things faster. You don't get pulled into the same patterns. You don't stay where things feel off, not because you're trying to control everything, because you see clearly, and clarity removes confusion. Another shift that happens, you stop needing to prove anything, not your worth, not your truth, and not your growth. Because when you know who you are, you don't need validation. You don't argue. You don't explain. You just move differently. And that quiet confidence, that's real power. This is something people misunderstood. Real power doesn't feel intense. It feels calm. No urgency, no pressure, no need to convince, just clarity. And that calm is what people aren't used to because they've lived in a reaction for so long. At some point, you stop outsourcing your decisions. You stop looking for approval. You trust yourself first. And that's what sovereignty really is. It's not isolation, it's alignment. You can still connect, you can still love, but you don't lose yourself in the process. Another shift that happens is you stop performing. You stop trying to be understood. You stop trying to be accepted because you're no longer building your identity around how other people see you. You just are. And that's where everything changes. So when I say the power you call God is you, I don't mean ego. I don't mean control. I mean this, the clarity you're looking for, the guidance you're asking for, the strength you're trying to find is already within you. This is something Jesus taught. You have to go within to reach God. You don't need to become something new. You don't need to remember what's already there. You don't find power. You return to it. And once you do, you stop living from fear. You start living from clarity, and everything in your life begins to reflect that. If this resonated with you, subscribe, because this is exactly what I talk about here. And if you felt this shift in your own life, comment below. I'd love to hear your experience.